it is a wonderful. It's Cuban music focused. The host Nando has family heritage in Cuba and is from Puerto Rico, and it's a bilingual show where it's Cuban music and kind of the diaspora of the music around there. And then the same week, DJ Fuji started with the Good Bean Room. And then last week, so this morning was the second show, Rock and Roll Damnation, which that's a father-daughter duo that's hosting that show from 5 to 7 on Mondays. So you can see then there are some of our upcoming shows, and that is getting close to rounding out the open slots that are so we have a slot or two still available. We're holding a couple of slots. Holding is a strong word, but we want to make sure that we have the input of folks from our community advisory board and the volunteer council about perhaps programming for connecting to communities that we haven't yet. So we want to make sure that we don't take all the access away from the airwaves. So we're going to move slowly on filling out the rest of those slots that we have open, or I should say intentionally, if perhaps not slowly, to make sure that we're fully serving the community with those on-air programs. So, yeah. All right, that's about all that I have in my executive director's report. Y'all can see on the second page is we keep our strategic plan objectives front and center. And I like the yellow, red, green way of denoting if things are on track, if they need to be more on track, or if they're off track. Right now, all of our objectives you can see for this third year of the strategic plan, they are all on track. Many of them are either completed or we pivoted slightly in a way that then makes them complete. So we'll continue to keep these front and center. The one that we have been filling out most recently is a fund development committee. That was one of the ones that we were still had some structure to put around, and so Paul and Jeffrey have been taking the lead on that fund development committee, not just for fundraising, current fundraising, but also as we look at fundraising into the future. So I'm grateful to Paul and Jeff for taking that on and turning it green, as in it is on track. Yes, indeed.
Fine on track. Yeah, it's actually, I mean, one thing about the strategic plan, it seems like not that long ago when we were in the process of developing it. We're in year 3 of the objectives that we decided upon for the strategic plan. So for those of us who were here for that and went through that, and we're already at that point, it's a good reminder of that. And it's good to see that moving towards it, and some of the adjustments as well. But time moves quickly. It's always.
It does. It's going to be time for more planning as we get toward the end of the year. So,
right.
Yeah. Other questions for me about anything on this executive director's report, or anything that's not on
there? Okay. All right. All right. Well, so we have Ray online, and I think together with Kelly we'll present the financial report. I'm not sure exactly how you guys are going to tag from that, but tell us what we need to know in that realm.
Ray, I'll defer to you to start. Do you have comments, or shall I delve in? She's here.
You can hear me, right?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, thank you.
You couldn't hear me before. Okay, we are finding that KGX has a strong following, and we're seeing that people contact us from new and old places to support us. It's been no secret that fundraising has been a bit difficult this time, and we're seeing a lot of nonprofits with their gift giving down about 10 to 15%. And KGX is thankful to our leadership, and we're continuing to explore new ways to raise money. We continue to find ways to lean out our expenditures, and as an organization, we are not far off our average, but we are shy from our goals that were previously set for 2024. We are exceeding our goal in institutional giving, which is a great thing. And in the past, we were able to find new ways to find new revenue streams. And that's all credit to our leadership. And hopefully we will continue to be able to find new ways to make revenue come in. And that's it.
Awesome. Okay, thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. Yeah, so y'all can see from looking at your overview there on the budget versus financial switch in the digital board packet. I didn't print them all out. In the digital board packet, y'all can see our other financial reports through February. So like Ray is saying, there are areas where we're pretty on track with projections for these are numbers, of course, through February, through the end of February. So pretty on track, and then other areas where we're a little low. Y'all can see we are still a little low in some of our giving areas, especially around individual giving. Some of the areas where we are not quite at budget projections, like underwriting, we do split out underwriting over the whole 12 months, and that tends to be a flux. We have seen underwriting coming in the first couple of months, and especially in this last few weeks of March, we've seen some new underwriters come on, so we expect to see those numbers kind of even out over the course of the 12 months as they typically do. We do have, we're coming up on some of our season for institutional funders, and so we are on track and ahead of track with that, as you can see from these numbers just from the first couple of months of the year. So as always, we fluctuate our expenses depending on our income, and so you can see the bottom line there that we're pretty much in an even scenario, although like we keep saying, this first quarter and through the spring is particularly focused on fundraising. These numbers do not include the drive numbers or any of our spring campaigns that you're seeing here. So these are pretty much what I expected to be sharing with y'all. So happy to answer any questions about any particular line items here, but that's the general overview.
Questions anyone has? We definitely still have, I think, you've seen a lot of the media, public media environment is challenging for fundraising. A lot of nonprofits generally, obviously, seeing that in other local and national comparables. And you all know this, but we do need to be continuing to think about what are other areas of introducing other people that use KHX too, and potential funders and all that. We've all been doing that. I appreciate the entrepreneurialness of that, and we're not done doing it, so that's that's good. So appreciate this group helping with that and sticking themselves and friends who've given, family members, things like that. I really appreciate all of the during drive, all the people who tell their stories, some of them that I didn't know before, which I heard them, some that they knew about why it was important to them and why they're asking people to support not just their show, but the institution as a whole. I really appreciate that focus. So that was great to hear that. So yeah, well, thank you for the details. Anyone else has questions? We can move on to that as well.
Yeah, as Ray mentioned, we certainly, we're getting regular notices of public media institutions that are struggling and that are, losing their newsroom or laying off staff. That's been jarring, actually, to see. And I think KHX has always been in a resilient place, with the sense that we have a lot of our fundraising comes from individual donors, the majority of it, rather than perhaps larger corporations or foundations who might be pulling back funding from various things, but it certainly does kind of it's sobering to know that any public media organization out there would be struggling, and so it does make it even more timely and important for us to continue with the work that we're doing as far as fundraising, both from individuals, from institutional funders, and from alternative sources. Yeah.
Some of our articles today about a pretty prominent public radio station that's being just shifted to another station that's taking over programming for that city, a big city, but
yeah,
just there's now going to be one share some expenses that way. It's not, it's not uncommon to see that consolidation.
Well, and it's a reminder of the uniqueness of KDHX, not only within the media landscape, but within the public media landscape. This idea of independent media is becoming more and more unique, even though it's always been unique. And the fact that we hold our own license and all of our DJs have the autonomy that they do on air, that's very different even from other forms of public media. And so where KDHX continues to be the special, unique institution that we know we always have been, but that becomes more and more noticeable, I think. So, thank you. Yeah.
Right. All right, well, we do have a couple of other events just to flag upcoming dates. In addition to, we mentioned the Volunteer Council meeting coming up, but also we will have our executive meeting on April 8th. And then our next board meeting will be May, towards the end of May, so a little bit more May 30th. So a little more than 2 months.
There's a chance that is a typo, that I've transcribed numbers. It's April 8th, so I didn't even transcribe numbers. I just have the wrong numbers.
Gary, Joan here. Can you focus on the microphone too? You're kind of garbled.
Sure. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's April 20th. That's what I did. I did it for instead of 2. So it's not April, May. It's May 20th.
The month seems.
Yeah, the month is right.
So the next board meeting is May 20th.
May 20th. I will remind us all before we get there. Yes.
At least I noticed that it's a little later.
Yes, you did. That was good.
And they were running 10 minutes
Right.
late.
And then we do meet in the closed session when we have legal or certain financial or personnel matters to discuss, and we do have some of that to discuss tonight. So we will meet in the closed session after this. That means we will close down this, and then Frank and Ray and Joan, we will reconnect with you via Zoom in a few minutes.
Okay, I had enough trouble getting on this time. Kelly, will you send me whatever I need?
Yes,
I have no idea what's going on. It's terrible. I'm not even on the same screen I'm usually on.
I'm sorry it's giving you trouble. Yes, I will text you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Do we get the motion? Do we have a motion?
Nope. Yeah, we motion to adjourn. So moved to adjourn to closed session.
Sorry, adjourn to close. I second.
All right. All in record, thank you. All in
That was
favor?
Jeff seconding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon.
All right. Thanks, y'all.